Hello everybody and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Today we're playing YUI on Wrecker's Yard. Now I am playing in a SWF today. I've got Berserk, Mr. Freeze, and Phoenix Save It with me again. So I'm running kind of a interesting build here. I've got DS, I've got Unbreakable, Soul Guard, and Tenacity. Tenacity is kind of an underused perk and it's kind of underrated, to be honest. It's actually really nice. And hello, Lori. It's Mr. Freeze playing Lori again, even though he's not a Lori main. Not 100% sure what the killer is going to be, but we should get this generator done nice and early because I don't hear anybody. Alright, this is going to be generator number 1 done. Normally I say split up on gens. This time we just work together on a gen, but it's always better as Survivor if you split gens in the beginning. If you get 3 people on separate gens, that's 3 gens that are going to pop. So it's always better to split gens. Looks like we've got Phoenix here. He's running no Mither again, which is probably not the best perk. And we've got the Hag. Hag is an interesting killer. In the right hands, she is extremely powerful, extremely annoying to play against. But there are a few tactics you can use to defeat the Hag. Now we see she has Thrill of the Hunt. If you're not sure what that perk does, it gives the killer a notification when you start working on a Hex Totem, as well as making them take longer to cleanse. Really good if you want to defend your Hex Totems. But since we are hexed, I now have Soul Guard. Soul Guard allows me to get myself up off the ground from the dying state as many times as I want, as long as I am hexed. Generator 2 pops, and we can see Phoenix still running the killer with no Mither. So I'm going to go off on a limb and say the killer is not the best. But then again, Phoenix is actually pretty good at the game. He's got multiple thousands of hours. So it's probably a little bit of both, to be honest. Alright, and we're going to get generator number 3 done right now. So, I can see there's 2 gens, one on each side of the killer shack. I think I'm going to get an extra 1,000 points here by breaking the totems. As you can see, it takes a little bit longer because Thrill of the Hunt. But if that's all she has, which is weird, that's a good value for me because Soul Guard will get some good use. We don't have to break Thrill of the Hunt. So I could just continually pick myself up throughout the trial, especially with this build. Unbreakable makes me pick myself up faster, and Tenacity lets me heal and crawl at the same time. Now this gen is pretty close to being done. This Hag wants to defend it, so let's see how she plays this. Phoenix is trying to get the attention of the killer. Like I said, he's kind of a madman. I'm gonna go in. I bet you she trapped this. She did. Let's just go ahead and give her a little bit of a loop. And I actually thought she didn't teleport to that trap. We see she's Sloppy Butcher, which makes healing take longer to do. She's going to trap it again, and immediately, I guess we both had the same idea. We were going to go in and pop the trap just to make her waste time. And as frees the flashlight, doesn't look like he gets it, but the Hag does drop it. I go down here, but again, with Unbreakable and Soul Guard, along with Tenacity, I can recover really quickly and actually speed away and pressure the Hag. She either has to pick up the no Mither, or she has to come after me. So let's go ahead and get ourselves... Ooh, what's Hag doing? Hag, what are you... Hag? Let's see what goes on here. Phoenix gets himself up. And he's gonna get me up. Nope. I get myself up. Hit me. Hit me. Okay, she's not gonna hit me. So the secondary effect, and actually it's a really strong effect of Soul Guard, is the fact that when you get picked up from the dying state, you actually have 8 seconds where you can take a hit and you just get deep wound. It's kind of like borrowed time for getting up off the ground. Really good in this build, as I can get myself up. Now Hag, I don't know who she's chasing. Probably Phoenix. But she's going to try to defend that gen. So I'm going to go over to this generator on this side and pressure it. I know my teammates are pressuring that gen over there from voice comms. So if we can get this one and that one, and eventually pop that one, we'll have both of the final gens done. Now I see you're laying a trap there. I'm going to do something kind of cheeky here in a minute and run over there and try to pop that before she can actually use it to down one of us. And it looks like Phoenix had the same idea and pops it from outside the shack. When you place it really close to the outside of the shack, you can actually set it off by running out the, the edge of the killer shack, and there's nothing Hag can do. Phoenix is really proud of himself, and he should be. He ran this killer pretty good the early game. I don't know if that generator on the other side is still being pressured, but we're just going to keep an eye out for the Hag. This gen is going to get done, and we'll see what we can do with the other generator. And Hag is still... I don't think Hag has left this area. There's the trap again. It always pays to pay attention to where traps are and stuff. So there's 2 traps there. I should be able to get this pallet pretty safe. And she actually goes back. And there was the last gen. That was enough time wasted on her part to get the gens done. And now you don't really want to be in a position like this where 2 people are looping the same spot. As you can see, it gets a little hectic in situations like this. The Hag makes a mistake, breaks that pallet. She probably could have downed at least one of us. With whenever you have 2 people looping, it just gets really hard to move efficiently. And you could probably catch someone off guard. Phoenix has got the door. Now we're just trying to get Berserk out. Again, I feel pretty safe. I haven't been hooked. I've got DS. I've still got Soul Guard, Tenacity, all that good stuff. We're going to kind of play around with the Hag here. This could be considered toxic, I suppose. But you have to remember, the Hag is getting points here as well. We're getting points. The Hag is getting points. We're not trying to bully her. We're just, I'm right now trying to distract her. Because I know Phoenix can get himself up. There's Freeze with a flashlight. And he gets the save. And that's fine. I wanted to get hit down. Because again, I've got the perks to pick myself right back up. So now she has to choose. Pick me up or, and possibly deal with a flashlight, or let me go and I could get up on my own. She chooses to pick me up, and Freeze sees his opportunity and moves in for the flashlight save. And again, I think he double blinded her there, which is kind of a good tactic. It buys the survivor you save a lot of extra time. Let's go ahead and open that, and we'll heal up here. Try to get a reset going and see if we can get everybody out. Looks like Freeze gets another flashlight save. I'm gonna try to finish his heal here. It's slow with Sloppy Butcher. That's why Sloppy Butcher is such a good perk in that regard. And Berserk goes down. Let's see if we can kind of attract her attention. Come on, Hag. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright. You gonna pick me up? She should pick me up. Both of them ran back in. Freeze is waiting for the flashlight. Maybe Phoenix is coming in to help pick up Berserk. I'm fine. I haven't been hooked, and I have DS. So she's probably going to hook me on this close hook, which she is. And all they got to do is get me off, and I'm home free. I can pick myself up if she slugs, or I can DS and win there. I want to get hit so Phoenix can make it out. And now... probably just DS her. And a twist, I do miss my DS here, and Freeze actually saves me with the flashlight. So a 4-man escape. This match was fun. Let's move into the next one. And it looks like we're gonna be on Disturbed Ward. I do like this map. As Killer, it's kind of a pain because you have the main building, which is pretty strong. But I've always liked this map. I don't know why. I just have good memories of when I first started playing this game on this map. I like the layout. I like the fact that there's a main building and then all the surrounding like forest area. I don't know. I just think this is a really cool map. Strength-wise, it's probably in the survivor's favor as well. because like I said, that main building is pretty insane. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hop on this generator here, and hopefully at least 2 other teammates are on gens right now. That's a good thing about Survive with Friends. Again, I can ask them, hey, are you guys working on gens? And we can kind of keep track of each other's progress. Never underestimate the value of telling your team what's going on, where you are, who the killer is. All this information when you're in a SWF is it's a huge upper hand against the killer. And we see Freeze goes down there. I know he deals with some lag sometimes because he lives pretty far away from me. So I'm guessing that's what that was. He gets a lot of less than fair hits, I would say. Not really his fault. He's actually a pretty good looper. But, you know, sometimes the game just says you die now. Okay, we can see we now have an Oni, and it's the Minotaur Oni. I was wondering if I was going to get this gen done. I should get it done, but he is probably going to charge right over here with his power. Hey, where you going? Where you going, Oni? I'm just going to hide behind a rock. The best tactic ever. We do need to go save Freeze because he's about to go into struggle. Can I get to him in time? I don't think so. This is not what you want to see happen. You never want someone to get in extra hook state when you can help it. That's kind of my bad. I was pressuring that gen instead of saving, but we definitely could have played that better. Now, Oni is chasing what looks to be Phoenix Saver in the main building. Again, he's pretty good at looping, so Oni's going to have a little bit of a hard time. He looks like he switches off and catches Berserk off guard. I'm thinking Berserk was on a gen there. And he's not done. He's coming this way. Okay. Let's see if we can get Berserk up real quick. But it looks like the Oni goes back to pick him up. And Phoenix is somehow in chase. Oh, okay, so he was on a gen. Let's try to pressure this gen that he was on. And Oni is not having it. He knows what we're trying to do, and he does not want to deal with this. This is a pretty dangerous situation. We're playing really loose and kind of stupid here. Mainly because the builds we're running, Unbreakables and, you know, no Mither and stuff. We can all pick ourselves back up. So we're playing kind of dangerous. We're just playing for fun this match. We're not taking this super serious. If we were, we'd all be splitting on gens. We wouldn't be doing this stupid stuff that we're doing right now. And Oni, what are you doing? Are you going to commit this time? No, he is not going to commit this time. And he goes into his power probably to help defend this gen. I think he is upset that we keep forcing our hand on this gen. That's alright if I go down here. That buys Phoenix a little bit of time. Ooh, not enough time though. Now again, I can use Tenacity and Unbreakable to make my escape. You can see this is a really good combo. If I do happen to get myself up here, I can still get away with Soul Guard even if he's nearby, which I think is what's going to happen right now. Boom. Again, this is why Soul Guard is such a good combo to Unbreakable and Tenacity. Normally, I wouldn't say run a build like this, because you don't get better running a build like this. This is really probably a meta build for Survivor. I mean, DS and Unbreakable alone make up a pretty good meta. You throw a Dead Hard or Sprint Burst in there, it's dirty. This build is all about escaping, though, getting up off the ground. That's why I brought Soul Guard and Tenacity. They're not really like super good perks on their own, but in this build, it's working nicely. I would recommend, though, if you're new and you're trying to learn the game, don't play with this perk combo. Don't play with Unbreakable and DS. Try some different perks. Try Bond, Kindred, stuff like that. You know, try out different stuff than just the meta, because you don't grow by just running the same stuff over and over. Now we're stacking on this gen here. I'm sure Oni is about to be over here, especially now that I missed a skill check. I have a habit of missing skill checks at the most inappropriate times, and yeah, this was no difference. Here comes the Oni. Let's see. I could go in for the save, but Oni might be looking for me here. Actually, it looks like he's going back to the hook. If he doesn't find anybody, which he found Freeze, he should come straight back here. Phoenix is going in for the save, which is quite dangerous, seeing as he is a one-hit down. But I guess right now I'm a one-hit down as well, so I think I'll get this generator done, and then I will try to move in. Berserk tries to get himself off the hook there. It doesn't work, so he loses some progress on his second hook state. Not a good position to be in right now. But again, we are just playing for fun here. We're not sweating it up. Phoenix gets the save, and Oni is coming back for the slugfest. This is not necessarily good, especially since I ran into like 2 walls there. I could have played that a hell of a lot better. Phoenix gets his attention. That gives me time to recover and escape, but Oni is not having it. He knows, and he is coming back for me. I'm going to try to trick him into thinking somebody's in the locker with head on, just to waste his time, because I again cannot pick myself back up at this point. I've used my unbreakable, and he does not have a hex perk. And Phoenix takes it down for me, which, you know, is not bad because he can pick himself back up, but Oni knows this and picks him up right away. I probably need to just find the generator and go set on it for a little bit, because right now we are not pressuring the killer at all. A big part about playing solo queue is to realize how your team is doing. If nobody's on gens, you need to be the one that steps up and goes and finds a generator to sit on. Oftentimes what gets a lot of solo queue teams killed is that nobody's doing gens. If people would just, at least one person would see, hey, nobody's doing gens, and hop on a gen, you'd win significantly more matches. Especially when everybody's still alive. It's understandable for nobody to be on a gen when people are dying left and right and stuff. Kind of like this. I mean, this Oni's not bad, but you'll be surprised how often people do not do generators. He's defending the gens pretty good. He's probably going to chase me here, and I'm probably going to die. He knows I'm here. He's hooking right away. I need to make some distance. Freeze, sadly, is dead now. That's kind of our fault earlier for not saving him. And he would be alive if we had saved him sooner. So, sorry, Freeze. And why Oni went into his power right here, I don't know. He's trying to fake, but I kind of know how Onis play, so I could play around it. Why he just did that, I have no idea. I think he's going back to pick up Phoenix. Phoenix yeets himself forward with his no mither. I think he had that 99, he was waiting. And Oni is going to be a little upset about that one. And let's see, does he fake it good? He does fake it good. That is the proper way to fake a pallet with Oni. A good tactic for survivors is just stay in the middle of that wall there and react to him. There was numerous things I could have done there. I could have dropped the pallet. I could have just waited and then watched for the fake. This Oni's pretty good, though. I'll give him credit. He knows how to play Oni, and he's a pretty smart killer player, which is also why we are struggling quite a bit. And we see Berserk actually working on a generator, and Phoenix coming in for the save. But here comes the Oni. Coming straight back to the hook. No, he's not. He's actually going up to pressure the generator. I told you, this Oni actually knows how to play the game. He knows the two of us are sitting there. I'm on a hook, someone's saving me. So then he goes and pressures the one guy doing generators. Now nobody is doing a generator. He's really smart. He knows how to pressure, and he almost got a hit on Berserk there. I'm going to go ahead and try to pressure that gen that Berserk was on. And it looks like Phoenix had the same idea. And we die here. We die here. Yep, by we I mean me. Okay, he's out of his power. He's going to kick that probably. Unless he has Pop Goes the Weasel. And I missed my DS again. We should just call this the Ballad of Missed DS Skill Checks today. This is also why I don't run DS. Because I'm such a papega when it comes to skill checks. Well, whatever. I mean, sometimes you miss them. It's never a good feeling. And here comes Phoenix like a madman in for the save. How are we going to make it out of this? I honestly don't know. We're going to split directions. We don't want to be running both ways. That was interesting. He was a quiet Oni. He was quite quiet there. And, whoa, man, his movement is good. But he kind of lost me for half a second, which let me get in the window there. I know there's a window right here. I'm going to go ahead and use it, but he actually leaves me alone. We only have one gen left. We still could pull this off. It's probably not going to happen, but we could if we're lucky. Okay, Berserk is on a gen up here. Phoenix is down now. If this Oni is smart, which he is, he'll come up here and push us off this gen. I'm just going to commit, and yep, there we go. Alright, well, Berserk, good luck. Phoenix is going to get himself up. Phoenix does, again, have tenacity, so he can crawl away pretty fast, and he's up. He's up and moving. I'm crawling. I'm going to get hooked and massacred, I'm guessing. Because if I am correct, I'm on death hook. Let's find out. Yes, sir. I am dead. But at least two of us made it out. Berserk and Phoenix both made it out. So it wasn't that bad. This Oni was actually really good. So props to him. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications to get more DBD content. Thank you again for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.